Well, I don't even know where to begin from. The Ghana Black Stars have a loss to Comoros for the second time, losing to them in Cameroon, unfortunately, in the African Cup of Nations game. Well, it was last year, Cameroon 2021, where Comoros knocked Ghana out. And today, they did just that. Mind you, Comoros did not play as well as they did when they did defeat Ghana in Cameroon, but they did get the job done. A 1-0 defeat to the Ghana Black Stars, which Coach Chris Hughton has addressed in the post-match presser. If you've not watched it, you can watch it on our other channel. And it's unfortunate. We're going to break down the game. We're going to look at the future for Coach Chris Hughton and the incidents in the game, which I found quite worrying. As usual, don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. This defeat, in my opinion, is in Coach Chris Hughton's is on his hands. He caused this defeat. He has blood on his hands, literally. You start a game in Kumasi abysmally, change it in the second half, and the personnel that came in to change the whole game and are deserving of a start in the next game, you don't start them. It's only common sense that you start the players who did well in the second game, second half, who changed the whole dynamic of the game. The Malagasy coach set a smash. Majid Ashimeru changed everything. You proceed to go into this game versus Comoros with the same set of players who performed abysmally, and even chalk one in there who did not even play and has only just found the club. Yes, the captain of the side, Andre Ayew. He had no place in that starting 11, in my opinion. And Andre, I have a lot of respect for him, but he would be the first to admit that probably he shouldn't have been starting that game. He shouldn't have been. Kudus Mohammed's injury offered the perfect replacement or the perfect chance to start Majid Ashimeru. Coach Chris Hughton will say Majid Ashimeru did not start in Kumasi because he has not been playing regularly and has just got a comeback from injury. But then the same coach will start a goalkeeper who has not played for the Ghana Black Stars since September 2021 for his club side. The last time he played was in October 2022. Why are you contradicting yourself, Coach Chris Hughton? Why are you doing this to yourself? Opening yourself up to so much criticism, opening yourself up to the possibility of being sacked, opening yourself up to so many, a myriad of insults from Ghanaians. Why do you do this to yourself? The team that helped you get the result that late in Kumasi deserved to start this one. And no team or no country, having watched how we performed in Kumasi, would sit down and watch us fight back again and win again. They will try to nip us in the bud if we give them a chance in the first half. And that is what Comoros did. And my goodness, that Comoros goal, what were defenders doing? Before then, unfortunate Antoine Semenyo, he missed a chance like that in the game versus Liberia, that friendly. Antoine will learn the hard way that missing chances like that will cost us a lot. He cannot be missing chances like that. A quick interplay between him and Iñaki Williams. He found himself in acres of space. At a point in time in that move, he could have cut it back to Captain Andre Ayew, but that would have been a bit too much. But this is a striker who should have found the back of the net. The game would have had a different dynamic to it had he found the back of the net there. And I will be the first to admit that he missed a guilty chance, and he needs to do better. He needs to be more clinical than he was. The pitch was an issue, and you have to admit that it was not the best of pitches to play on. How it was approved by CAF, well, we'll never know. Some would say our Baba Yara Sports Stadium was not one of the best pitches, but comparing it to this pitch here, it was an abysmal one. That being said, we should have won the game. Some would say there are no small teams in Africa again. Yes, I agree with you. There are no small teams, but when your coach does not put in your best players, really, what chance does that give you? Today, Rwanda beat South Africa. South Africa were supposed to take a chance. That slip up by Nigeria. They could not. It leaves the group wide open. Botswana beat Guinea. Cameroon were held by Libya. And Senegal drew 0-0 with Togo. I understand. The African continent. Players are learning. Teams are learning. They are adapting. Things are moving forward. But my goodness, we needed to put our best foot forward in terms of the personnel before we can make such a valid argument. Yes, the best personnel could have been placed there, and that would have still been the case, could have still been the case. But then it was not. So we would never really know. Chris Hughton did not do well. He did not. And that goal that we conceded, what were the defenders doing? We played two defensive midfielders once again. And Chris Hughton explained that the way he wanted them to play was not how he played. Was he able to put the formation across? Was it a case of they cannot implement what he wants them to do on the pitch? What is he doing to address that? Chris Hughton has really disappointed me. I will fully blame this defeat on him. And that Ernest Nuama equalizer, said it was a foul. I, for one, did not see how that was a foul. He attacked the ball, it was fair, he got it, and it was in the net. Probably the ball was too close to the keeper. He shouldn't have attacked it. I clearly did not see the issue with that Ernest Nuama equalizer. And I was really, really disappointed. It was chalked off. Kudus Mohammed came in the second half. Majid Ashimeru came in the second half. And Chris Hughton might have been wondering why it did not work again. The same gang coming in into the second half to save his grace or save his blushes. They did all they could. But sometimes you don't have to ride your luck on these kind of things. You had a winning formula in the second half in Kumasi. Why would you risk it again here at the Comoros-Match Stadium? Why would you do that? Now, as it stands, Comoros have 6 points on the board. Ghana are third in the group, 4 points on the board for Mali. The Black Stars play Mali next. Yes, Ghana versus Mali, possibly at the Babayara Sports Stadium. A must-win game. Ghana should not have lost this one here to Comoros. A must-win game versus Mali, and it will now be a nerve-wracking qualifying phase. Before then, we will have to be at the African Cup of Nations. And in January to February, we will be there. March is when we'll play this next round of qualifiers for the World Cup. Nigeria themselves will also be involved in March. They will play South Africa. And boy, oh boy, that would be an interesting game to look forward to. All in all, I was left disappointed. Chris Hughton did not need to be stubborn here and play this kind of football. You had issues in the first game versus Madagascar with how you played, and you still set up the same way again. Insanity to me. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That was uncalled for. Congratulations to Comoros. They have gotten our number. They have 6 points now. They would be very happy with their result and their look from the first 2 games. 6 points on the board. 2026 World Cup in sight for them. All the best to them. But the Black Stars have a lot of work to do, and Chris Hughton probably will not be there to see us in the next phase. I was an advocate for him to stay at the job and be given time, but it looks like he does not want to be in the job, especially with his starting 11 today. But let me know what you think in the comments box on Chris Hughton and the Black Stars today versus Comoros. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.